God did not let me sell my soul. I was 25 in 2006 and was very drawn to money. For that, I worked really hard. Whenever there was a replacement to do, I volunteered to increase my hours and therefore my salary at the end of the month. I worked from 6 a.m. and when I came home it was already dark. I had no social life. Despite all this volume of work, I did not have a satisfactory income. In my opinion, my job was not paying me enough. Since I couldn't work more than I already did, I started to get depressed because I couldn't see a way out. One night when I got home, my father was already asleep. I turned on the television and saw an advertisement for the lotto. There were several millions of euros at stake this week. I told myself that I was going to participate. I already imagined winning these millions. For me, it was the only way to accumulate beyond my satisfaction. As I went to bed, I projected my life as a millionaire while realizing that I had very little chance of winning. As I pulled the blanket over me, I thought of those people who sell their souls for money, power, or fame. I then spoke to the devil. I told him I was giving him my soul in exchange for this week's lotto numbers. Immediately after that, I was in a vision. I was going down to a horrible place. I saw fire, sparks, people screaming, crying anguish, and terrible horror all around. I then heard my daddy's voice. When I identified where it was coming from, I saw my dying father doubled over in the middle of the fire and a demon was writing the numbers on his back. It was the lottery numbers. I screamed saying that was not what I wanted. I woke up shaking and could barely walk. I could still smell the sulfur and the burnt smell of this place. My feet were shaking. I took several minutes to reach my father's room, which was however right next door. When I opened his door, he was sleeping peacefully. I was so relieved. I tried to calm myself down while telling God that I understood the lesson. My father was the person I loved the most on this earth. So God revealed to me that Satan was also going to take him in exchange for the numbers. Even today I tremble when I think about it. I would never fully recover. I could not sleep. I was paralyzed by the sight of this place of suffering where there were people who were undergoing terrible things. My desire for money in the face of this reality seemed really ridiculous, worthless, unfair, unimportant, and immoral. I am grateful that I have opened my eyes to many realities. The love of money had blinded me so much that I no longer even believed that I could end up in hell and be responsible for the death of someone other than myself. From the moment we opened the door to Satan, he takes everything. God has promised that he will no longer ask children to pay for parents after the sacrifice on the cross. Jeremiah 31:29-30. He says everyone will henceforth pay for their own faults. Jeremiah 31:29-30. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape and the children's teeth are set on edge. 30. But everyone shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eats the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. But Satan never made that promise. He always claims family debts and he takes revenge on families over several generations. Stay away from him. What you trigger isn't just about you and him, but everyone you love.